Good morning. My coffee's hot and I'm ready to rock this, guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed and I have vibrancy. Vibrancy, burst of color for Pisces or in Pisces season. However way it resonates. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have a very conservative vibe this morning, even though I'm sprightly and full of energy. But let's pray. Our Rab, forgive our sins. I'm sorry. When you hear me say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, that means in the name of God, the most merciful, the bestower of mercy. Our Rab, forgive our sins and excesses, establish our feet firmly, and give us victory over the unbelievers. Amen. Which is saying amen in Arabic. So it's a mix up of saying certain things in the Arabic language because I've grown accustomed to saying it that way. Surah number 3, ayat number 147. As I carefully recite the ayats that I pray about, that I say in my prayers, it's important that it's important that you do that by way of pondering what you're saying. You don't want to just speed through it because you remember what it's talking about. Ponder it. So heavy emphasis on someone pondering and thinking in a melodic, something about being melodic, certain melodies play in somebody's mind. When they think of you, man or woman is gender neutral. Someone thinks of you when they listen to music, it's like a zone out. It heightens someone's intuition about you. Okay. Someone doesn't know how you do it, but in the utmost admirable and respectful way. Somebody else is sick about it, but nonetheless, somebody's in love. Something about you going about your everyday life happy and in love. Also, movement, dynamic movement. It's like something about you, you're just in a place and space where you just make the most of everything you have and everything that you do. And I see bursts of color. You have already achieved a lot of accomplishments because of your determination, and you got more to accomplish in the future. And then you're operating from the space of a sacral chakra, the space of your sacral chakra, the place of creativity, abundance, and pleasure. Now let those words be your mantra. Some about you dancing around your living room. Some about feeling soft fabrics. It feels like an ecstasy pill, but you're not on any kind of drugs to feel like that. You're on a natural high. What is it? Something about holistics and nutrition. The burst of color. Your foods are in bursts of. You're eating foods that have like pops of color. Someone is on a vegetarian reset. I see cucumber, papati, chat. It's a salad. Okay, paired with like a loaded cauliflower soup or like a French onion soup, or somebody plans their meals in threes. Or a spring pea and spinach soup is like a real pretty green, but it's good. And then you pair it with a vegan zucchini bread. That's really good. Or like a caprese salad with those different colored tomatoes and your mozzarella. You can do like a balsamic, maybe olive oil, Greek salad, chai tea, matcha tea, Arnold Palmer tea, the half and half, the iced tea, the lemonade, white tea, blueberry flavor. If you ever had that, nonetheless, what's in your heart is just whatever makes you happy, okay? And you're open to new possibilities. You open your heart to new possibilities. And it's something about the light is coming through to soothe its once dark corners. You know what I'm getting? It's like your loving energy that you display to support, to show up and support by way of empathy and compassion of people. You're doing that to soothe the dark corners of yourself. And it allows you to see people from an objective standpoint for all their greatest potential, not, including yourself. But I think it's starting with yourself. So you're putting your armor down and you're using the intelligence by way of your heart space. I see happy, harmonious, number 3. I see 17, which breaks down to an 8. Something about the orange and the fire red orange, which it would be your sacral chakra. Something about you being the light. You are of the light. When darkness try to overtake you, you are the light. And I see a 32, which breaks down to a 5. But again, with this passionate love and longing, okay? You're about to be in love with somebody because you're already in love with yourself. You're already in love with your everyday life. You're in love with what led up to where you are now. If you aren't already in love, it's on its way. And then I see the solar plexus chakra too. Now with the solar plexus chakra, that's like your stomach. So that could be a lot to do with that vegetarian reset and how it's debloating you. But you know exactly who you are. It's like no, there's nothing toxic in your body that's going to cause blurred intuition or confusion or blurred lines between your truth and expectation of others. You're going on a vegetarian reset with someone, and you have let go of many friendships and relationships that don't serve you to get to where you are. You don't have a problem cutting nobody off, and it was worth it, especially with who you're about to connect with now. Now is your time to really go after what you want in life, and that's how I feel about this reading. What do you care about? What lights you up? You're not letting nobody pull you in a multitude of different directions. And then you have Parvati. I see Parvati. You have a lot of effortless flow. You're just smooth right now, Pisces. But it's something with your spirit. It's about devotion of love and love. You might even be doing yoga too. Or I feel like yoga is what's helping you stay grounded. Like it builds physical strength. People want to know how you do it. How does you do it? And then you're taking the non-violent approach. So you have a lot of calm down. Sound healing. Sex. It feels good. Sex does feel really good. And intuition. But you want healthy sex. Okay? And I think you're taking a journal and you're writing down all your expectations about what you want and how you want it. I think you got a new vision board. And sex is on it. Using your hands to create stuff. This gives me pottery vibes. Like you can have like plants around your house, or you're going to have plants around your house that has these unique shaped pottery vases that the plant itself is in. The type of plants where you don't have to water that much, but they're going to be real plants around your house. Someone's thinking about getting a pet, or you could live in a tropical space where you see a lot of different animals. Again with the 3, because 48 breaks down to 12, but 12 can break down to 3. Something about you being happy and harmonious and free. I see completions. You're following your intuition. You're trusting your intuition in a way where you wasn't really responding to it for yourself. Like you turned a lot of stuff inward back on yourself. And flow like water. This was always my 6 of Cups card. With the flow like water, you're going in depth. And that's under your intuition. So it's like a heightened intuition. Something with seeing certain animals makes for fertility is when I see the sex card, and then that's 44. That breaks down to an 8 again. And you got 53, that breaks down to an 8 again. And sound healing, 47, that breaks down to an 11. Something about partnerships is coming, is on the horizon. And there you go. What I say about the sacral chakra, connect with your womb and your journal. The stuff you write in your journal is coming into fruition. You notice that I sing in my videos from time to time? Singing kind of it maneuvers stagnant energy. It just kind of like gets the blood flow to something with the circulation of the blood flow. They get the energy running smooth, so you don't have like any kinks in your energy or in your body. Something about singing relaxes the shoulders. What can we learn? What does Pisces? What else can Pisces learn? Or what can we learn from Pisces? I feel like we're learning from Pisces. Brahma. That's about creation, creative expression. Shiva. That's again about yoga and yamas and Atman. I'm gonna lay the cards down. There go your solar plexus chakra, Kundalini experience. You're having a Kundalini. You're having an orgasm because Kali is here. That's about radical rebirth. And again with your heart chakra. This is Lady Sings the Blues by way of soul's inspiration, like rhythm and blues, what R&B does for the soul. It makes you feel good. It's like you enter yourself on a mystical level, a deep ecstasy level or way. Now let's get started. Let me ponder this energy. This creation, your solar plexus chakra, you're getting real creative with how you're detoxing your body with the foods that you're eating. You may be starting, I think you're working on a project that teaches people how to party using nutritional foods. Party with using nutritional foods. Like your tradition would be like your fried chicken, culturally speaking, your potato salad, like your fried foods, like your soul foods, rhythm and blues. You're applying that same energy to more holistic foods. That's what I get from it. With the yoga and the Kundalini experience gives me that, like it gives me, you're having an orgasm. I think your energy is unmatched right now. You see what I'm saying? Universal mortality. Your kindness, your compassion, your generosity. You display you display to all living things. Your compassion. The compassion you practice does not go unnoticed. With that passion, with that radical rebirth right there. I heard I don't like nobody like that. But you're open to something different. You dig what I'm saying? Have you noticed like the signs of spiritual progress? Something I said about singing kind of works out the kinks in your body. And then Shiva is a yogist. You see how he's physically moving? Like he's like spiritually disconnected from his body. And that's right under the Kundalini experience. Some about your daily practice has you in a place of stillness, and it connects you, it brings everything together, like your physical, like joining all the aspects of your overall being, the physical, the spiritual, the mental, the emotional. You're trying to connect with yourself, and you're doing all this as you're working on a project, is bringing all these different like spiritual evolutions to the surface, like it's bringing it into fruition. And it's about feeling blessed, because that's like this is talking about divinity that exists within you, like the Most High, recognizing that God is in everything, and there's so much more to experience, and you have like a limitless potential. You're not limiting yourself. Something about the heart space, and the heart chakra is you opening yourself up to more, and that's going to lead to marriage, but it's also going to lead to like a lot of bigger, like more valuable commitments. And it's just a going is like a deeper connection to your higher self. These four cards are a lot alike. So only honesty. You just want to be honest with yourself. You want to keep it real with yourself. That's what I'm getting. Pisces, I feel like there was a time where you was afraid to give yourself full control because you didn't know where it would take you, like releasing that inhibition. So it was a disillusion, and you are starting to come face to face with that. It's like universal morality. So you're called to continue shedding all that doesn't serve you as you blossom closer to your higher self. It's something about your honor. You're taking yourself very serious. It's a disciplinary streak that you're on. Like you don't want to non it's something about non-stealing because of your deep sense of control. You don't want to take from nobody. And you only focus on what truly matters and have let go of excessive belongings. Like you're very non-possessive right now. I just feel like you took a break and you just want to be free. So what can you create with the Brahma energy? Because what I'm getting is you kind of unlocked a different level of potential within yourself, operating from your heart space instead of trying to control everything. And this is about creation. Like this is life and death, what I'm getting, what the energy is giving. So if you have grounded into a foundation, like you're building a foundation based off of self-empowerment. I heard female empowerment, but it can also resonate for a man too. Some about you letting go, detoxing, no toxic friendships, no toxic foods. It's like it's time to plant the seed into the earth and water it with your intention. It symbolizes a time cycle, like you're giving yourself a deadline to meet a goal. But this is important. This is deeper than just setting goals. I feel like you're moving from creation to sustenance, from sustenance to dissolution, from dissolution to a new creation. It's a cycle. Like it's happening in cycles, like increments. Shuffle for Pisces. Say something sparks your interest with the Page of Wands to get up and leave something that you've invested a lot of emotion, a lot of your time and energy into with the Eight of Cups. Something that's innovative. And you're keeping a very open mind with this star and a magician next to each other. It's like healing. You have talent and what it mean and practicing what it means to be health conscious. Ten of Cups. And then I said something about threes in the heart space. So that would be like your Three of Cups is happiness, harmonious. I don't get networking when I saw the Three of Cups. I get happiness. I get liberation. Yeah, it's something about Five of Cups being sad, it's something about moving away from anything that causes mental imbalances like depression or sadness. And you're dead set on making this work for yourself with the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. That's strong work ethic. And the Queen of Wands and under the Magician, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're being a lot nicer to yourself. I see adoption of a beauty regimen that is solely fixated on rest and rejuvenation. I think that's the highlight of this whole reading, or the foundation of all the messages I'm getting in this reading. Because you're very creative, you're feeling in love and creative, and you're inspired to make something real big. Like I feel like it's bigger than who you once was, who you know yourself to be. You're trying to shed outdated beliefs. You're trying to shed outdated ways of thinking. You're trying to shed pounds. You're trying to shed anything that ages you from the inside out. And I saw that King of Wands on the bottom, and he still wanted to come out. And on the bottom, the overall is the Tower. A sudden realization. Something about being in love. Because you got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. A sudden realization. And the Four of Wands. I said something about marriage, and this is healthy. Because there's a lot of earth energy here. And you got a King and Queen of Wands. So somebody who's just is equally yoked with you. And what's coming out of it is an opportunity to grow and expand. Growth and expansion. It's more than just money. You're teaching people, you have an ability to teach people how to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Teach them how to practice healing every day or working on themselves every day by way of what you eat, by way of what you dress like, by way of, it's a psychology behind what you're doing. With the Devil and the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, you're moving from that Five of Cups energy. You're moving people from the Five of Cups energy to the Knight of Cups energy. See how he's charming and seductive? But you're teaching people how to do it to themselves. It's like you're creating your own canvas. Someone could be about to graduate. It's about to be a celebration. You're about to be celebrating a multitude of things because it's one blessing after the next. It's 10 Pentacles. There's a lot of blessings that's getting ready to come out of how you're doing things. And you have the Page of Pentacles. I wonder how she does it. This person, whoever this King of Wands is, he is running. Like something clicked in his head. Like he is running for the hills. The Seven of Wands. The King of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Because this King of Wands realized why he's so passionate. It's spiritual and it's healing with the King of Cups. It's very fair. There's a lot of diplomacy that he wants to wants to share with you. That diplomacy and I feel like he wants to help you build a life. Two of Wands. It's something you've been keeping to yourself, or he's been keeping to himself. This is about conflict, ambition. I heard, how could I let her get away when I knew I needed somebody soon. It's a song from my parents' era. I forget who sing it. How could I let you get away when I knew I need somebody soon? Like, you are the gift of that keeps the healthy. It's a healthy direction in where this person has been. No judgment, right? No judgment. It helps somebody get out of you help somebody spiritually, help somebody release the emotional pain that's trapped in the organs. When you see the Eight of Swords, that's a mental entrapment. That's a mental imprisonment. It's a negative space, operating from a negative space, because there were emotions with that Eight of Cups. We saw the Eight of Cups first and the Five of Cups. You help somebody move past depression. You help people do that. It started with your counterpart and it's going to become worldwide practice, like a private practice, holistics of like a holistics, and something that weans people off of needing to take antidepressants. Somebody's going to stop taking their antidepressants once they figure out the recipe on how to do things from a holistic cultural way. Basically cultural way. And look what's under it. The Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Like, this has roots. This person can feel the depression leaving their mind. They can feel the pain leaving their body. If you have like aches and pains, or have headaches or migraines, or wherever the pain is trapped at. Like, if you're heartbroken, the pain is like the trauma is trapped inside of the organ, which would be inside of the heart, which over time is a slow death. It's like with the Knight of Pentacles, it creates heart attacks or heart diseases. You become one with the pain. You become emotionally bonded, trauma bonded with the pain that's trapped inside of the organ, which creates generational curses. This thing has roots with the Seven of Pentacles. And it's going to take time, but it's going to work with the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. You got to give yourself time. You have to be compassionate with yourself and become one with the healing process. Oh, that's beautifully put, Eccentric. I just love how you just articulated that. I just do. I say it like I'm not talking about myself. Like, it's just very important because it's something that's worth research. I was about to say it's something worth looking into. It's something that's been researched and studied for a long time. And the justice is on the bottom. Like, it's breaking generational curses. Is karmic justice. And the moon, whatever was done under the moon. But what it really is hidden feelings. What's trapped inside of the organs. Like, if there's mental illnesses, that's because it's registering to the brain that my heart is broke, or my liver is sick because I keep drinking, because you're suppressing something with the moon. The Four of Cups, apathy, just trying to block yourself off from feeling emotions because you don't want to feel that pain because it's too much. But there's about to be a death and rebirth, a spiritual transformation, an ego death. All of this stems from the ego, which is what we create. If something happens to us, we tend to block that pain out. We create an ego, which would be some kind of fixed superficial character who is designed to defeat what caused the pain or who caused the pain. If you're following me, that's the ego that does that, that protects you from feeling that pain ever again. It's farce, because what it is, it ends up being just a band-aid. You have to actually address the issue. So something you're doing by way of three, and I see three of cups. If you want to bring in the part about networking, what do people do when they're together? They eat and drink and be merry. So you're doing it. It's like a vegetarian reset. You're offsetting the traditional way that caused all the health issues, and you're recreating a way. It starts with detoxing the body. Like you're doing but it's not, it's more than that. Like it does a multitude of things. It detoxes the body because we eat out of depression too, or don't eat out of depression. So when you start feeding your body, it functions better, especially if it's a vegetarian reset. It's produce based. You get protein too, but it's all plant. It's a lot of plant based or plant adjacent recipes. They're water based. That lubricates the muscles, that lubricates the organs. You can't live without water, but you can go a lot longer without food than you can without water. You can't just eat and not rehydrate yourself. It's bad for your spirit, it's bad for your organs, it's bad for your body. You'll die like that. Hence the generational curses, the pain inflicted on the organs by way of bad eating, negative fluids inflicted drinking. Alcohol can very easily be used responsibly. Certain alcohols can be used responsibly by way of clearing out the heart valves. Like your red wine is healthy for that. Water, okay? Water. Everything that's drinking water, water based foods, teas is what I'm seeing. That's why I named some stuff in the beginning here. It's a vegetarian reset. It's going to clear out your mind, clear out your solar plexus, healing of the heart, healing of the sacral chakra. Nothing's off balance because you're not eating right or just not lubricating your body. Your urine won't be strong. Your poop won't stink. And it's ironic to say that because poop is just what it is. It's toxic waste. It's like just like urine. But your period won't stink if it's a woman. It won't be like fishy or just strong in perspiration because you're not lubricated. So your body doesn't is got toxins in it. You smell it. You smell it coming through your pores. Like your natural body should not have no smell, like a woman's vagina should have no smell. Especially if you take the hair off of the private parts and the underarms. You should be okay. You shouldn't smell that much if you're not necessarily fresh out the shower. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that are revamping, revitalize a beauty regimen that is fixated on rest and rejuvenation because you have to sleep because you're stressing your body out when you force yourself to stay up or you're on some type of substance that's forcing your body to stay up. When your body is naturally built to shut down after a certain time so it can rest and rejuvenate. So heavy emphasis on your beauty regimen. This is how you take years off your body and take miles off take water off your joints or stress off your joints. That's what I get from your reading. And so going back to what I said, how does she do it? Yeah, I guess you could just blame it on Pisces gypsy soul. Pisces is also a high priestess, so they have intuitive abilities. They're big on the influence is strong. The influence is strong and heavy emphasis on a healthy regimen. No more depression. So you got the Temperance on the bottom. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.